Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Ria. As you know, the Hindu festival of lights Diwali is fast approaching, and unfortunately I've been busy so I haven't had a chance to film. But in order to be a little useful around here, I went into the archives and I found a personal masterclass I had with my mother-in-law on the art of Ladoo making. As you know, Ladoo is a very delicious sweet treat or dessert made around Diwali time and during the course of the year for pujas and prayers. This video was filmed on December 25th, Christmas Day 2019. We were in Trinidad just for a couple of days, which is why we had to film on Christmas Day. She was kind enough to share all her tips and tricks so I can pass on that knowledge to you. So get yourself a nice cup of tea and let's start cooking. First thing we'll do is to mix the batter. And here we have one package of shake split pea powder, about 400 grams of 14.6 ounces. This batter will then be fried and ground, and that will form the base of the laddu. Also added about a quarter teaspoon of powdered food coloring to give it that rich laddu color. We'll gradually add water and mix until there's no more split pea powder and it is the right consistency to be able to pass through a sieve, as you will see a little later on.
You can make it watery then.
Yeah.
It's to be. I'm ready. It's a good color, eh?
Yeah. During the course of the laddu making process, the neighbors came over with some pastels, which of course I had to try.
Yeah, see the paper lighted.
If you don't have one of these outdoor stoves, place your pot on medium-high heat on a regular stove and save yourself the drama.
Oh, why not doing it on the other side? So what if they don't have something like that? What they could use?
Something with a hole now, when it comes to like this. When you turn, you can turn.
Yeah, I could turn. What do you spoon? You have it there?
Push the batter through a sieve or a strainer to get these little strips or pieces of dough that will fry very quickly in the oil. If it clumps up like this, don't worry, just wait a couple of minutes for it to fry a little bit and firm up, and then you can separate it with your spoon.
Yeah, fine, it's brown.
We'll remove it from the pot when it's fully cooked, crisp, and a very light golden brown, not dark brown at all.
See how it's falling? It makes a noise. It has soft there.
We'll repeat with the remaining batter.
Yeah, I feel like I make it a little soft.
Too soft?
Yeah.
So maybe just 1 cup of water.
You see how it coming out?
Try it on that side. Let me see what it looks like. You're working that side.
It's coming out, man. This side,
This was absolutely delicious on its own, but I couldn't eat too many because I was creating a recipe for you and I had to be very exact. Too bad. Once it's fully cool, we will grind it in the food processor, or you could also use a food mill. And only do half at a time.
Pull it down there.
Once it's fine and it's a similar texture to grind dal, the one we use for dal puri, pour it into a bowl and repeat with the next set.
Old man. Today they're making black cake and food, all kind of things. This girl making me make the.
Ladoo. It's better than all that thing they make
This
it.
is a real Hindu.
Now that we are done with grinding the fried split pea batter, we'll move on to this third step, which is making the phaag or the sugar syrup. In this pot, we've added about 1 cup of water and 1 cup of granulated sugar. We'll boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Open the gas. Open.
Watching movie much?
Yes, slow it down a little bit. Slow it down.
Movie much, lady?
Keep a close eye on the sugar syrup while we start on the fourth stage of mixing the ladoo ingredients. We have the ground split peas, dal, whatever we call that. We've added 1 cup of powdered milk, 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom, and we will mix that well to combine. I made ladoo yesterday for another video that I'm working on for you, and I only used 3/4 cup of the powdered milk, so add as much as you like, but stop at the point where it's turning too white. I also added 2 teaspoons of the ground cardamom and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the ground ginger, keeping in mind that the ingredients in Trinidad are probably stronger than the ones we get here in New York. Next, we'll pour in a half a can of condensed milk. After pouring in the questionable looking but not expired condensed milk, we will mix it very well to combine.
You gotta do it again.
My mother-in-law is a little concerned that it's not going to come out good because she's using the average method of cooking, which the results are always never really consistent. But after today, we will have a precise recipe that we can all rely on.
All your hair and face and thing, ladoo. So you don't have to boil the phaag too long. Why just put the ghee in it? Alright.
We have added about 2.5 tablespoons of melted ghee, and Uncle from across the street is also giving his suggestions and comments. Unfortunately, we lost him 2 weeks ago. May he rest in peace. 2019 was the last time we were in Trinidad, and the last thing he said to me was he didn't know if he would see me again. My mother-in-law is also saying that it would have been a better texture had we done it in the food mill. But it turned out great. I have no complaints.
My Christmas bag they make it.
Wrap up toys and things and everything. Then they go back. And they put all the pig in my room.
We added the ginger to the phaag here, but my mother-in-law also recommends adding it directly to the ladoo mixture, about 2 teaspoons of grated ginger. Or more according to your taste and liking. Gradually add the phaag mixture and add just enough to bring the ingredients together, or to hold the ingredients together. You don't want it too moist. And mix with a spoon because the phaag is very, very hot and you can get burned very badly. Do a test, and once it comes together and sticks together into a ball, then that's when you know it has enough of the phaag and it's time to start forming into little balls. Make the ladoo as large or as small as you like. These seem to be just right. They're a perfect little dessert snack.
I don't involve in politics. Whoever I vote for, I still have to pay the same amount of tax, so I don't care.
If you vote, you still have to pay tax, and if you vote, you still have to pay tax. Trinidad is the
Repeat until all the mixture has been used up. And when you're making these for prayers or pujas, you cannot taste before the puja is over. But since we were not making it for the puja or a puja, I was allowed to taste it, fortunately.
She have a good daughter-in-law.
In Trinidad, as you see and as you're seeing in my videos, the neighbors are always coming over to the houses. There's always a lot of old talk, a lot of banter around every experience, and this is the main part of our happy culture.
If it's hard or so. You think you put too much oil?
Even if you think that there's too much oil, and we use 2.5 tablespoons of the ghee in this recipe, and it looks oily at this point, but I assure you that is adequate so that the next day it won't dry out. At the end of the video, you will see the end product, and it was not oily anymore, which means that it absorbed all the oil, the excess oil, to keep it moist and so delicious. That's all there is to it, my sweet friends. I hope you now have the confidence to get into the kitchen and to make some laddu to enjoy by yourself, maybe all of it, or even better, share some with your neighbors and friends. I also hope that you enjoyed seeing a part of the Caribbean culture and you appreciated the kindness of my mother-in-law to share this very delicious recipe on Christmas Day. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I love and appreciate every single one of you. May the light dispel all the darkness in your life, enlighten your soul, illuminate your path, and bless you and your family in every way, every day. Until next time, bye-bye.